Yeah, good evening, everybody, or good morning, depending on where you are. I think the conversation has been um, very good so far. Can you still hear
Yes,
me?
yes.
It's been very good, and you've mentioned some key points. I think let me start from the last point. And you were spot on when you mentioned contracts and the timeline when you're dealing with international, the scale that you need to operate at when you want to do international trade. So, and yes, we produce all these products that we talk about, but not at the scale that we need to. So, the second point to bear in mind is that hello, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, even locally, the likes of when we had an engagement as part of the AFCFTA sensitization, one of in Lagos, one of the participants got up and said, he has an agreement with ShopRite to supply their stores in Nigeria, all the stores in Nigeria, and he cannot cope. It doesn't have the capacity. So that talks to a critical element of what we need to do. And we have, and I think there's space for everybody, middlemen and so on, there's space for everybody to play. Because what you want is for people to focus in their small area and then pass it on to the other person to focus. Why is that critical? Because most of our producers, most of our businessmen and women are SMEs. If you think about it, even the documentation you need to do international trade takes time. It takes some level of knowledge to do. From that cost and time to comply with the rules of origin and all of that, with that, the international standards requirements and all of that, it is important that those that have the capacity to do, that take on this task, have this task and take them on. So what we are doing at the National Action Committee, the study is ongoing, is how do we aggregate what is happening at SME levels? Because it's a two-way street. You need to have the bigger companies or corporates with the capacity to go to market and then link them to the SMEs who they would provide the standards they will work on and make sure that they stick to those standards, and also be sure that they produce the products at the quality and quantity that the corporates need to be able to meet their contracts with the rest of the world.